Expansion.
George, speaking of the camp, I mean, it'll be nice for us in the non-boxing world to get an idea of what that is like. You've got a support team. Tell us a bit about that. There's a lot of logistics involved, even like, your diet and everything that's going into becoming this machine to become a world champion. Give us an idea of what the daily routine is like for George Kambosos heading into a world title fight, and also the people around you, the team around you, maybe some of the characters involved, for the non-boxing people out there, man, that are tuning in.
Look, it's extreme. We are pushing, like I said, we are pushing everything to the limits.
Sure.
To prepare for a 12-round undisputed title fight against, obviously, the guy who was 2020 Fighter of the Year. He was the guy that's just cleaned up everything.
Yeah.
You got to prepare, and I'm preparing extremely well. We are training in the morning, our strength conditioning, our road work, and then obviously in the afternoon again, we're doing our sparring, we're doing our boxing, our pad work.
Yeah.
And we're just pushing it. We're pushing to the barriers. We're training 2 to 3 times a day. We're doing fantastic recovery as well. Probably the best camp I've ever had with recovery. Before I've kind of slacked off on my recovery, but we've really pushed that side of things as well. So I'm going into every session feeling unbelievable, which means I can work harder, get even better, quicker. But no stone unturned for this fight. Everything's on the line, and
Sure.
that's why I brought out obviously my guys from Australia, my father, who's been with me from day one.
Uh-huh.
Not only he looks after everything for me, advises everything for me in Australia, but also looks after my promotional company with a few fighters that we have. And he brings a good laugh to the team. He's the kind of guy that likes to talk and likes to try to as focused as we are, try to bring a little bit more laughter into the camp. So
Of course,
he's good to be around, man.
Yeah.
And obviously I brought Mick Akaway, who's a very experienced campaigner, to be assistant and to be obviously a part of this camp. He's been training me in Australia the last couple fights, and he's a great trainer, great man, a lot of wealth of knowledge. And my American coach, my lead trainer, Javier Centeno. This is our, I think, 4th or 5th fight together. We gel so great. The thing with our team, from Javier to Mick to my cut man to my father to my manager Peter Khan, who I believe is the best manager in the world. He's the guy that made this still happen. He's the guy that set it all up. And it's funny where if you go back to the press conference and Lopez goes, "You should be thanking me." That's why I turned around and I said, "Hey, you should be thanking us because we sorted all this out. We got this fight for him."